Hello, Anlin. This is your Grandpa Brineman. It is the 13th of March, 2011. I'm in Kuwait right now at a place called Camp Buehring, getting ready to go to Iraq. And so I'm in my soldier stuff here. You can see I got my pistol here and my Army uniform on. And I'm going to read you a story. It's Dr. Seuss's ABC, and it is a classic. And we're going to mail the book to you after I read it to you so that you can read the book with your folks while I read it to you out loud. And I just want to start by telling you how wonderful it is to have a sweet, sweet, sweet girl as my very first grandchild. What a blessing that is. And it was a terrific, wonderful, great, awesome day when I got to meet you just a few weeks ago for the first time. That brought back so many wonderful memories of your mama when she was a little baby. I remember the night she was born, and remind me to tell you my story about that. I don't have enough time on the tape to do that now, but it's a wonderful story. I want to tell you all about it later. So I want to start the way I'm going to finish by telling you how much I love you and how pleased and proud I am to be your grandpa. And now we are going to start a wonderful book, Dr. Seuss's ABC, an amazing alphabet book. And here we go. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A. Here we go. See, I'm looking at the same pictures that you're going to be looking at. Big B, little b. What begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. And looky here, that is a goofy looking bumblebee. He's got a funny nose. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C, C, C. And look at that. There's a camel on the ceiling. That is so curious. That's another secret. Wow. Okay. Big D, little d. What begins with D? Donuts and a duck dog. D, D, D. And I love the duck dog here. It's a dog with webbed feet. I love that duck dog. Oh, and here's one of my other favorite letters. Big E, little e. What begins with E? Ear, egg, elephant. E, E, E. Wow. Big F, little f. What begins with F? 4 fluffy feathers on a pfeffer, pfeff. Big G, little g. What begins with G? Goat and goo-goo goggles. G, G, G. And here's both pages. And I think those are kind of goo-goo goggles. See how big and funny looking they are? Okay. Big H, little h. What begins with H? Hungry horse, hen and hat. H, H, H. Big I, little I. What begins with I? Itchy, itchy, Ichabod. I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar. J, J, J. And there's those pages. And look, jelly jar has a J and a J. And Jerry Jordan has a J and a J too. That is so cool. But I wonder how you keep from mixing the two up. We'll have to talk about that. Okay, big K, little k. What begins with K? Kangaroo and kite. K, K, K. Big L, little l. What begins with L? Lion with a lollipop. L, L, L. And this is one of my favorites. See Mr. Lion's tongue? He's licking the lollipop, but he's kind of laying down. He looks tired. Big M, little m. What begins with M? Mice in the moonlight. M, M, M. And this picture, when I was little, I always thought it looked like the mice were going, like they were humming. Getting ready to sing. Big N, little n, what begins with those? 9 new neckties. Night shirt, nose. Big O, little o, what begins with O? Ostrich, oil, orange owl, O, O, O. And this is one of my favorites too, because it looks to me like the ostrich is in fact oiling the owl. Now, I think that Mr. Owl probably doesn't want to be oiled, but one never knows. Big P, little p, what begins with P? Painting some pajamas pink, P, P, P. Big Q, little q, what begins with Q? The quick queen of Quincy and her quacking, quackaroo. Big R, little r, what begins with R? Rosie's red rhinoceros, R, R, R. Big S, little s, what begins with S? Sammy's sipping soda pop, S, S, S. And look at this. Sammy looks a sickly green. Perhaps he had too much soda pop. What do you think? I think he looks like he doesn't feel very well. Okay. Big T, little t, what begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Big U, little u, what begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella. And his underwear too. And this is one of my favorite pictures. The 10 tired turtles. They do look super tired, don't they? They're all sleepy and relaxed. Oh, they look like they're having a great nap. Big V, little v, what begins with V? Verna Vera Vin and her violet violin. Big W, little w, what begins with W? Willie's in the wash tub, washing all of blue. Big X, little x, what begins with X? X-ray and xylophone, X, X, X. Big Y, little y, what begins with Y? A yawning yellow yak with Yolanda on his back. And look at this. I think that Yolanda looks like she's either yodeling or yelling, which are both Y words. That's what I think. And here comes my very, almost super favorite letter. Z. Big Z, little z, what begins with Z? A zizzer, zazzer, zuzz. As you can plainly see. Well, that goes without saying. Everybody is going to look at that and go, well, that's a zizzer, zazzer, zuzz. Golly, what else could it be? And with that, sweetie girl, we are done with this wonderful book. It's called Dr. Seuss's ABC, an amazing alphabet book. And I hope I get to read you another book while I'm up in Iraq. And I know I'll get to read you a bunch of books when I see you in the years to come. And I forgot to introduce my buddies here. I've got a lion, a very friendly bee, and Eeyore, who's a donkey from Winnie the Pooh. And those are great stories too. So I want to tell you, well, it's good night for me because it's almost 9 o'clock here, but that means it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon where you are. So I'm almost on the other side of the world. And I just want to say good night and tell you again how much I love you and how sweet it is to be your granddad and how much I look forward to seeing you again. And I'll be thinking about you, and I hope I get to see you when we do video conferences with your mama. And I just am excited about hearing all the news about you growing up and doing cool new stuff. And I will look forward to seeing you this summer when you come to visit in Arkansas. And I hope you have a super day today. I'll be praying for that. And I'll be praying for you every day. And I hope you have a super day on the day you get this book and this little DVD to watch. And that's all I've got to say to you. Other than that, I love you a lot. And I will look forward to seeing you very soon. And you're just such a sweet treasure. And I want you to know that. All right, I'm going to step up and turn off this recording thing if I can figure out where the button is. And I will talk to you very soon. All right, I love you. Bye-bye. Here we go. Let's hope I can find the button. Oh, here it is.